Hello everyone, my name is Kevin Odie. I'm the sales engineer for Jefferson Audio Video Systems. And today we're going to go over the P306 configuration tool. Before you begin, you should have a P306, microphones, and USB connection to the computer. You should also have the executable file available from Jazz. Once you have those in place, powered on, and connected to your workstation computer, then you can run the executable that you downloaded from Jazz. This will install the configuration tool itself and the drivers needed to run the ASIO compliant device. Once installed, you should see an icon on your desktop. You can click on the icon and you will see the configuration application that you see on the screen. First thing we'll go over are the inputs. The Jazz P306 has 6 available inputs connected via Cat5 cable. Each input has a slider control, as you see here. So if you would like to adjust the gain levels into your recording system, this is where you change the gain level inputs. Notice inputs number 5 on this video are disabled. That's because I don't have inputs connected to the system. When microphones are connected, you should see the audio bars move just like you see in the video screen. The next thing we'll cover are the outputs. So with the P306, you'll notice on the back plane are the 4 Phoenix connectors. They're green in color. So we can assign specific inputs to outputs simply by clicking on the enable and disable soft key. So if you want all 4 microphones or all 6 microphones going to output number 1, simply turn them all on. And you can do outputs number 2, 3, and 4 respectively. Next, we'll cover the audio applications. Move your mouse over the gear cog icon, and then you'll be in the audio application settings screen. You have 4 tabs: Input, Output, Advanced, and Firmware. First, we'll be on the Input tab. Input number 1 would be microphone number 1, and you'll notice microphone number 1 is enabled. To disable input number 1, simply click the soft key. We've just disabled the input number 1 microphone. To turn it back on, simply click the icon again. Below the enable disable soft key, we have the ability to change what microphone type we have. By default, we use the Jazz JM14 microphone. If you would like to use standard microphones, simply select the standard microphone selection. You will need the Jazz MPA adapter to make standard microphones work with the P306. Those can be purchased from Jazz. You can also have a line level input into the P306. Simply change it to line level input and purchase the JAV A3 adapter. With the Jazz microphone, we have the ability to program 6 different polar patterns. We will go through polar patterns and with the JM14 microphone in a later video. With the P306, we have the ability to program the mute button on the microphone. We have no action, so that disables the mute button. We have push to mute, push to talk, hold to mute, and hold to talk. Future releases will have record stop, global mute, and notify. Currently, these features are disabled. Next tab, Outputs, will give you the ability to mute in the software any of the selected outputs. So when the soft key in the program called Notewise is selected, we can mute the output. We can assign it a left or right channel. In the advanced settings screen, we have indicators. When selecting the Jazz microphone, you have the ability to change the color of the base of the microphone. So when going on the record in NoteWise, the base of the microphones in this selection would be red. We could change the base of the microphones to be green. We can change the color intensity. So the brightness of the LED on the Jazz JM14 microphone can be reduced down to 50%, down to 25%, down to 1. By default, we leave our setting at 100%. Below that, we have the advanced settings screen. Jazz recommends contacting an audio engineer for support when changing these settings. When firmware releases are available, Jazz will provide a link to download the file. Simply save it to your local hard drive or external media, browse for the location, and update. It'll push the file to the P306. When finished, simply click the back arrow. You're prompted to save the settings or not. And you just saved the settings within the P306. That completes our general overview of the P306. Thank you for joining us today.